Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome. Wow, what a tough day it is. We're getting this drop now, and it's very difficult to try to engineer it and to control it, but we're doing our best. If you're only in the S&P, then you're fine. It's the best stock to own long term. If you come in the market at 20 or maybe even 25, 30 years of age and all you buy is the S&P, you're probably going to get to your goals without any stress or drama by the time you retire. However, if you're coming into the markets in your 50s, late 40s, you haven't got the time to just get to where you want to get, really, with the S&P on its own, unless you're able to put 5-10 grand a month in, of course, then then you don't even need the stock market, do you? But if you're trying to grow money, you've got to have a little bit of high risk volatility. EV, AI, solar, space, all these things. But all these things are suffering at the moment, as you can see. But I'm still here, not going anywhere. Let's have a look and let's see today. Virgin Galactic. It tried to pop up. Remember I said I'm not scalp trading it. I'm not scalp trading it in my last video I put out. It's too risky. It's too risky because you end up just building up such a large position now. The sentiment is down and it can't really go any lower before it goes too low that you don't want to buy it. So for me, it's not a scalp trade anymore. It's a matter of just one final go, and then that's it. We've reached bottom. There's nowhere else to go. We haven't had dilution yet either, so this is not good at all. Anyway, it's bringing my portfolio down big time. But there it is. Palantir, also not good. Gold is down today. The S&P straight up and straight back down again. Nothing is showing strength. The only thing that's showing strength across my portfolio, and it's why I haven't sold it, is Amazon. AI, it leads right now. So I've trimmed it. I'm not trimming it anymore. Apple also holding up today. I mean, it went up and down, but it's still holding up. Next era energy. I'm down in my best position I've ever been in, just below 8% now. It was 40. I keep adding more, lowering the averages. As soon as we can get a day when we can get 5-10% across the markets, and we've had days like that, really good bullish days like that, I can trim off loads of things, put loads of money back in cash, loads of profits. But so we're not there yet. Look how close I am to end phase energy, just 3.75. That's all I got to do, and I'll make some money. Coca-Cola, I cannot believe how low this is going. Keeps on dropping off. But I keep adding. It's getting quite a large position now. 10% of my Roth. It's 16% of my. 16% of my Roth. 10% of my main account. It's quite a lot. But there it is. It's dividends. It's secure. It's a good stock to own. Times like these. Kenvue up today. CVX. 4% to go. We're nearly there. 4.68. As soon as I can make 5% profit on it, so another 9%, I shall be done with oil. Don't want to be in it. Just want to get to that position and then I'll be fine. Tesla went down, came up, and it's going back down again. I sold my position at 28% up, and there you go. McDonald's. Now then. McDonald's is down 6% now, my average, which is the lowest it's ever been. I bought more on my Roth, just down 2%. McDonald's is down 6%. I always said if McDonald's is down more than a couple of percent, you lower your average because you can't go wrong with buying land long term. And even that is now down 6%. I've not really got any money to buy it yet. Money's all at work at the moment. Google, still too expensive. Microsoft, too expensive. Walmart, I've got that one marker share in my Roth, and that's up 9%. Tesco, Tilray, up today 6%. Opportunity there to make money, but I'm not in it because I feel it will just go straight back down again. I want it below 230 now. Robinhood, not a good day there either. IonQ's been coming down over the last week or so. Still up 272% on its original position, but it's very expensive. Rocket Lab, I bought more Rocket Lab today, just down 1% now. It's kind of like how little are you down? Plug Power, I bought more Plug Hydrogen, down just 5%. I was down like 30% on it, so I'm improving, but all these things haven't yet made any money. Rumble, you heard what I said about Rumble. I took my position out of Rumble now. I don't see any sense to it. I'm not in it anymore. I've got a video coming out literally in an hour from now, proof and evidence that Rumble is kind of corrupt. It can be persuaded to go one way or another. So anyway, you can make your own judgment. I did the video for you later on, and I share with you. I'm just checking now to see what my situation is on Rumble right now. Anyway, I will share that video with you at the end of this video. It's going to go live there. And you can decide whether you think that Rumble is as honest as it should be. Also, as an investment, I don't see it's an investment opportunity now. I see it's a gamble, and I'm not a gambler, so it's not for me. Faraday, I got out of it. Was I right or was I right? I got out of it on my Roth position. I made money from it, and I got out. My main position, it's down now 44%. I'm inclined to even sell that at a loss. I don't see it ever coming back. But again, this is a bit like a Mullen situation. I might as well in for a penny, in for a pound. It's like the Mullen, stuff. It's not worth anything. The company don't even want to sell cars. They just want to build brands. We're paying for it. I'm down 44%. It's at $3 now, with no sign of recovery, down 23% today. Total disaster. So should I sell it? Should I sell it and take that loss, or leave it for a lottery ticket? I don't know. It's like Mullen. It's exactly the same situation. BTC today started up and now it's down. It's a tough day today. This very, very hard work to navigate this, but we're doing our best to stay engaged. Let's have a look. Hi Niels. Hey there, Smitzy. How are you? Chris Pickering. Amazon looks cheap. Amazon looks cheap. Why do you say that? It's very expensive stock, but it's worthy of its price. I don't see why it's cheap, though. What makes you say that? That's and Volex. That and Volex is my tips. Chris Pickering, Amazon and Volex. Space might end up green. You think? Sell it. What, Faraday? I have to be honest. It's getting ridiculous. These type of companies. I'm just getting very frustrated about selling for losses all the time, but I know I have to do it. It's just you don't want to keep doing it, but you're down. It's where's it going to come from? It's 100 shares. Just keep it, bye, and bring a smile to you. Smitzy. It's 100 shares. It's 100 shares. It's fair enough, but it's $539 I invested. Now worth 300. You keep going like this, you're not going to do too well. However, of course, I can put the $300 into the S&P. I'm not going to get 44% back, though. This is the trouble. It's all very well saying sell for a loss. But why did I buy it in the first place? I bought it before I heard the earnings. When I heard the earnings was when I tried to get out of it, and I did get out of it on my Roth IRA. I've not been able to get out of it on the main account. I'm going to leave it purely and simply. I've lost so much money on it. There's only 300 left. I say 300 is still $300. I mean, would I throw $300 away today? Would I just get $300 and throw it down the toilet? Of course not. But yeah, put your hand over your eyes, Smitzy. That's about right. That's about right. I don't know really what to do here. Getting tired of it. Tired of the rubbish. Tired of the rubbish. Anyway, it's my own fault. I bought it. 300 is a lot though. Maybe leave 100 as a lottery ticket. Yeah, 300 is a lot. You're absolutely right. $300 is a lot of money. It's a lot of money to me. It is. I mean, at the end of the day, just because you say you're down 43%, you're not going to make that. It take you 4 years to get that back on the S&P. Absolutely true. You've said goodbye to that money. There's no two ways about it. But frustrating, isn't it? I know, but you do it. You do it before year end. By the way, bad choice. I know, but you do it before the year end. By the way, bad choice. What do you mean, Smitzy? You wanted to buy FFIE before earnings, but luckily there was Niels talking you out of it. There was Niels talking you out of it. Yes, I know. And then on the earnings, I bought it, and then I regretted it. The earnings was terrible. The company are terrible, from what I heard last time. Anyway, it's going to go up. Don't worry, Smitzy said. You say that. There's no reason for it to go up. The company aren't even trying to sell cars. They've said that. We've had a reverse split already, 80-1. You can't do it again at that level. It's like Mullen. It's like Mullen all over again. Anyway. Virgin Galactic heading to that 150. Not good at all, I'm afraid. You sell before the year end for loss. Oh, I see what you're saying. Sell before the end of the year for a tax loss, you mean? Yeah, post a tax loss. Yeah, absolutely. September is a hard month, though. October we get a better month, and then December things sell off again. So maybe leave it a month. But yeah, I mean, it's as good as gone. I think we have to accept that. I don't like both Mullen and Faraday. No, they're both rubbish companies. Mullen is a scam. Mullen is designed to rip people off. That's what it was built to do. You can see that. Mullen was built to go private, and FFIE was built to go private. Mullen is just taking advantage of people's money. They are very, very different, but nevertheless, the outcome is the same for us, right? Based on intrinsic value for Amazon, I have 200 shares and strong revenue growth. Indeed, it is a great... I mean, that's why I've never sold it. I've trimmed it off once. I haven't got as much as you, not even close, but 26.6 shares. It's certainly keeping my portfolio up. There's no doubt about that. Anyway, Chris Pickering, space for on trading 212 is up 2 cents. That's weird, isn't it? It isn't actually, Chris. The reason for that is there can be, it's not normally 2 cents or any more than that, but there can be a 1 cent difference with what you're seeing on a different brokerage. Remember, Robinhood is buy to order flow. It can be half a cent or a penny out. Makes no difference. You buy it for the price you see on the screen. You sell it for the price you see on the screen. It's the same thing, really. But that's how they make all their money on the micro trades. But you might see a half or a 1 cent different, but changes so quickly. What difference does it really make? Anyway, unless you're a really big trader trading millions of shares at once. I get what you mean, Chris. Amazon is a fair price now. I probably still wait because market is bearish. It is bearish now. We are still in a bull market though. We are still in a bull market even though we are bearish at the moment. Good evening. Crag, how are you feeling now about Rumble? You feel good about it? You're holding it? You're buying more? What's your thoughts, Crag? I know Crag's a big investor in Rumble. I got out today for a loss. I said, sod it, I've had enough with this. But I'm interested to know what you feel about it. Yeah, me as well. Really want to add more Amazon. It's a good company, not just for the shopping, but for the whole AI and everything. Absolutely. Anyway. Oh, hang on a minute. My is that a latte? Oh, lovely. Thank you very much. Can I give you the plate as well? There we go. Thank you very much. Cheers. All right. Get back into the spot again. No fear with rum at all. Let's have a look. Trading 2-on-2 charts are always off, Chris. Always set buy and sell orders with them to save yourself from losses. Always do that whatever you buy. Absolutely right. That's a top tip of the day. Really is. Crag, you're absolutely right. Chris, MF, that's how to do arbitrage, money between exchanges and with exchanges with crypto. No fear with rum at all, says Crag. None at all. I sold for a loss, $80 loss on it. I just sod it, had enough with this. I don't like the business model at all. Smitzy, hey Crag, once space pops and trimming big and going to work on Rumble. Once space pops, you're trimming big and going to work on Rumble. Well, I wish you the very, very best. But we know you've had experience of this. You've made money on DWAC. You like that kind of thing. So, it's big profits, big risk, but you like it. I know where you're coming from. Down on Enphase, thinking of getting more. Well, I bought more today. Yeah. Enphase, I'm down just 3%. I was down like 30, 40% at one point. Down just 3% on my Roth. Just looking for a 5-10% profit, and I'll sell that. Craig, if you like it at 6, you may like it here. That's the way to look at it, isn't it? Now's the time to add Martyn when it's down heavy. Yeah, but the thing is now, Craig, we've got a different business model from when you took it over. When you first introduced me to Rumble, I got on it. I'm on it now. I'm streaming on it. I thought, okay, I can see where we're going. I bought some shares and whatever. I could see what you were saying. However, since I've been on it and I've learned about it, learned how unbiased it actually is. It's all about one side of the argument, and I just think that's a really bad model. Imagine if Apple did that. We only sell iPhones to Republicans. We only sell phones to Democrats. That's kind of what you've built here. You've built a very opinionated one side of the argument. It's not a fair debate, and we proved it this morning, and my video comes out at the end of the show showing you for the very first time that I was off the live, I was off the homepage when I was just saying negative things. YouTube don't do that. No one else does that. That was full-on censorship. We saw it in action this morning. And I'm also, it's not really relevant, Warren, about Russell Brand on YouTube, but I don't like the fact that he made a video saying that free speech, I'm going to Rumble, like YouTube was a bad thing. YouTube hadn't banned him in any way. They're just the businesses don't want to advertise on his channel. That's all it is. But now Rumble are doing the same thing. I don't even know if Russell Brand is now going to be on Rumble today. He was supposed to be. Let me have a look, Russell Brand, because let's see if he was. Because I don't think he's supposed to be the free speaking man and all the rest of it. I don't think when he doesn't get paid, I don't think he's going to do it. Let's have a look. It's got 1.6 million. Let's see. He put a video. Was this live earlier? I don't know if he went live 4 hours ago. Is this live? I don't know. I'm looking at his page right now on Rumble, but it looks like this was a video. I don't know if it was live. I'll check it out. But you can see how it's completely collapsed, right? Look, 1.6 million followers. 1.6 million on Rumble. 1.6. Look at the views it had. 18,000 that one. 480,000. It's not even. It's a small number compared to his followers. But anyway, I don't believe, from what I heard earlier, there were no adverts put on his put on Rumble on his account. Now, my question is how are Rumble going to make any money, and how is he going to make any money? Is he going to do it? And the point is he still going to speak if he's not making any money? I don't think he will. But anyway, we'll find out in time. I'm getting a bit off the subject. I apologize. Let's have a look. Chris Pickering says that Volex, they make the chargers. That Volex, they make the chargers for Tesla. That's why I like it. But do research. But any upside with Tesla, I guess, they benefit, and also other electric firms. Maybe Tesla is down because Biden looks lame duck. Trump will less be keen on electric cars. Who knows? Well, what about in the UK? What about Sushi? What's his bloody name? Rishi Sunak. What about Rishi Sunak now coming back from the brink? No, 2030 was when it was supposed to be no more new cars, and now it's 2035. And then Donald Trump jumps on the back of that and says, brilliant, see, this proves it was all a scam. It proves there's no green, there's no global warming. None of this is happening. It's all make believe. And even the British Prime Minister now has done it and backtracked, sends out an awful message. I don't know if Rishi Sunak was intending, but he's become Donald Trump's new best mate. And now we've got everyone, we've got people now saying, this whole thing is a scam and a joke, and we need to go back to gas cars. All the industry that's investing in Tesla and electric cars is like, what are we doing? People are angry in England. I'm very disappointed from a business point of view. Forget the environmental point of view, which is important to me, but from a business point of view, I'm very disappointed with Rishi Sunak. I think it's all about trying to get votes and taking care of his own job than what's right for the country, the world, and everything. And the fact that Donald Trump has now become his best mate, saying all of that stuff, I think that's not good. What does everyone think of that? So solar EVs are all suffering because of that, I think. Enphase as well looks good, Martin. I added to it. Yes, I added to it. Down slightly now. Yeah, Niels, I'm only adding on space at the minute, though, until I get average down, and I'm heavy in both. So I'm trying to lower both at once. I get a bit of a dent in an average price. Space December, we need a hero. Yes, we do. We do. You're right, Crag. Yes, Crag, indeed. Space will be right. All right, guys, don't worry if they get Delta. But trouble is, mate, Chris, they need money to do it, and they can't dilute down here. There's nothing they can do. They can run out of money, seriously. Could have been a coincidence, but it was scary to see you got deleted on the page after that, exactly for a company that promotes free speech. I mean, you saw it. Absolutely. You saw it live. I am always on the homepage of Rumble, very often number one. I'm always live. And I started saying that Rumble is, not all it's supposed to be. And boom, I'm off the homepage. Remember how YouTube work. They simply provide content that people want to see to serve adverts, commercials. That's it. So it's fair. It's a fair system, right? Of course, would I like more viewers? Of course I would. It's because others own the space right now, and others have got videos that people might prefer. That's why they get They've got bigger channels. They've been doing it for longer. It's hard to compete, but life is hard, right? It's hard to rise to the top. Whereas with Rumble, how you get views is if they put you on the homepage. They decide. They decide whether you're on the homepage or not. And that's how it works. So they don't like what you're saying. You don't get seen. You don't exist. So there you go. And you saw it. You actually saw it happen in real life today. Space is a risk company, just like those people that pay to sit inside a rocket. Exactly. Sensei. Space is a risk company, just like those people that pay to sit inside a rocket. Very good point. All right. Where are we? Space going back down again. I'm not buying it till 150. I just cannot justify laying out more money at the moment. All right. Gold down, S&P up, Amazon up, Apple up, Next Era Energy, Enphase, Coca-Cola, blimey, down and down and down she goes. Look at that. 10% down on the year. 10% down on one of the best companies in the world. Can you believe it? When are we going to bounce? When are we going to bounce? That's very depressing chart. But again, look at the max. It's a great chart. But over the 5 year, look at that. We are back where we were December 21. Look at that. In fact, where are we? 56.78. 56. Yeah, December 21. We're back nearly 2 years. We're back nearly 2 years. But remember, though, the dividend is good. The dividend is good, but it needs to grow again. It can't live down here. It doesn't make sense to have the dividend and have this amount of growth. Do you think the big money is also waiting for a certain amount of successful flights, Martyn? Let's not forget rockets can fail. One failure and we are done. 100% agree with you. 100%. Oh my God. Absolutely 100%. If on the next flight it blows up and the worst happens and everyone dies and the thing goes bang, oh, of course, there's no way back. Stock price would go nothing. Everyone would be cancelled. They run out of cash. I mean, you couldn't say, okay, no. Once you've got an airline, British Airways that has had millions of flights and then one crashes, that affects the stock price, but it comes back because one in every million crashes is kind of, we can live with it sort of thing. But when you've only had 4 flights and one blows up, no, there's no recovery. And when you think about it, it's extremely risky every time. It's not like take it for granted it's going to be all good. Not at all. Anyway. It's a difficult day, isn't it? There's not much to do now. I've made my positions. I've made profits everywhere. Chevron, can't wait to get out of it. My whole portfolio now needs a rebalance for the end of the year. It definitely does. September's a tough month, no question about that. I cannot believe McDonald's is down so much. Another perfect chart, but look at that drop. If you look at the support, if you look at through here, there's support running through here. If you look at the support trend line, touching the bottom of these lows. If I drew in, I mean, I don't use the charts, but if I drew in a line, you'd see it bounce off there, bounce off. You'd see a straight line, and we're just coming down to it now. I don't think we're going to go much lower. I think this is an opportunity to buy McDonald's because land always goes up in value. Craig says, do you think big money is also waiting for a certain amount of flights? Could well be, couldn't it? We want 10 flights and then all of a sudden it just triggers. I mean, maybe it's a good comment. Next flight with Pakistan, UK and USA passengers, Sensei. Sensei, if you've got the date to hand, SHOT earnings coming up. That's tonight, is it? Is that tonight? I just got a notification. Hang on a minute. What was that? Notification. Bear with me. It's gone now. Yeah, when's the next flight, Zach? You got it to hand? BTC, Rio Tinto, FFIE, Rumble, Procter & Gamble, Plug, 5% to go, Rocket Lab, 0.5% to go. A lot of things here I'm about to make some profits on. Tilray Brands, 7.4%. Who bought back into Tilray? Microsoft, Google. Fear and Loathing loaded more Virgin Galactic again. You guys keep giving me better. Well, I'm not selling, but a lot of people are. Fear and Loathing, no question. Next flight window opens October the 5th. Okay, so 10 days time. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. SPCE flight. Okay. Right. When will Robinhood tell Kenview shareholders the price they paid for the stock? When will Robinhood tell Kenview shareholders the price they paid for the stock? I converted a lot of J&J to Kenview and want to sell, but unsure of my cost per share. Nate Anderson, I'm with you. I'm with you. When I spoke to Robinhood about that, they said you'd find out in about a month. It would take about a month for it to go through. So I'm in the same boat as you. I agree with you. What exactly is my position? But yeah, I'm in agreement with you. I don't know either. Don't know why it takes so long. It seems a bit weird, doesn't it? Really. I mean, I guess there's some reason, but we're living in a digital age. Is it really not possible just to give an answer straight away? Hasn't the computer just worked it out? It does seem to be a bit odd, but there you go. Virgin Galactic. Amazon, Apple. Wow, they are getting earlier flights. Yes, they are. Be good if they aimed for 3 weeks soon. Absolutely. Of course, if they can turn around things quicker, then of course, more flights, more profit. We are making money on every flight. We're just not making as much as we're spending on investment, financing their loans, the cash burn for research and development, and so on and so forth. If we can, of course, it will increase cost to be able to ramp up and do more flights. There's going to be more cost involved, but if you can do more flights, it's got to be more profitable, doesn't it? We need that magical piece of news to come through and give Virgin Galactic that much needed pop. It's a matter of when, says Buckaroony. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon to you. 20 minutes to go. Let me just nip into Discord. If I got anything to any comments? No, just making sure. Right. So quiet afternoon. People are struggling today. I've had lots of people message me privately in my DMs and email response to the newsletter. People really struggling, very upset, want to know what to do. All I can say is join the live show. We can discuss it, share information. There's no golden bullet of information I can share with anyone other than what I do here live on the show. This is how it is, I'm afraid. But it's very, 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 very tough. Still, it is what it is. Next era energy. I bought this again this morning and lowered my average end phase. The golden rule, though, and we've often talked about it, is it's the the stock market is a transference of the patient to the impatient. This is not a sprint. This is a long-term thing, and sometimes looking at the stocks every day is a bad thing. I mean, when you think about it, if you just left your stocks alone and came back in 6 months, you'd probably be up. Having said that, though, with where the markets are, if you can stomach the pain every day, it is better to be here because, as you've seen, you can get rid of stocks that are going to zero rather than let them go to zero. A lot of our companies like FFIE, Mullen, Arrival, I mean, there's many of them. They won't be around in 6 months' time. They'll all be bust. They won't exist. Virgin Orbit, Virgin Galactic might, but that's a year and a half away, though, if that was going to happen. And you wouldn't be around to buy the dips like Coca-Cola if you just, didn't bother. Anyway, how is everybody feeling today? Is everybody frustrated? Are you feeling okay? You're feeling confident? You're excited that you're able to buy more. I always like the red days, even though I prefer the color green. I like the red days because it enables me to make moves that will, I know, improve my position in the long term. Short term, it's painful, but long term, better. Mike is frustrated. He's just tired of it. I know how you feel, Mike. I know how you feel. I feel exactly the same. It's draining. It's hard for me as well because I'm seeing my money in pain and I'm presenting the show to you, trying to be optimistic and trying to see the how we get from here, but and always trying to deliver an entertaining show at the same time as seeing the money go down. It's hard, but what do you do? What do you do? Just got to keep on going. It's going to be easy when things start to pick up. Who thinks, and I said it, and I put a post on it on X, who thinks the war in Ukraine could end this year? And if it does, we get a 20% bounce on the markets. Now, they're still talking like we'll be fighting into next year and so on. However, the US have just given Ukraine long-range missiles, which they can fire with precision from Kiev into, not just into other parts of Ukraine, but into Crimea, which is, of course, Ukraine. Russia doesn't agree with that, but we all know it's Ukraine. And they can fire into the Black Fleet, the Black Sea Fleet, as they've shown. We've already done it. Take out the entire Russian fleet. Completely doable. Of course, it will inflate anger with Russia towards America and the West, using those weapons to do that. But they can do that. So if they do that, and we see that, I mean, it's starting to happen already. If we see more of that, there is a real potential the war could end, and then the whole world gets better. The markets go up 20% overnight. Everything changes. Anyway, what do you think of that? Do you think that's likely? Anyway, Tio Roll says, I think what is needed will be a sentiment shift towards high risk businesses that profit from liquidity. Yeah, but we had people investing in high risk businesses in COVID. We had that massive rally of all these new stocks. Now what we're looking for, what the markets are looking for, is companies that make money. That it's like fashion. Fashion rotates. Right now, the markets demand companies that make money, and Virgin Galactic doesn't make any money yet, or at least doesn't make any significant profit yet to make any difference. But It makes money, of course, but it loses, it earns less than it spends. Sorry, it earns less than it spends. So, Alex says, good buying opportunity with Coca-Cola being down. I can see it going up 15% in the medium long term. So can I. It's why I've been buying it. I've actually been seriously considering a very, very, very undiversified portfolio and taking some, selling a lot of stocks. I've got about 30 positions, go down to about three or four positions, selling virtually everything to buy Coca-Cola, to bring a stable portfolio. Now, you've not got enough growth in Coca-Cola to reach the targets that I want to get. You haven't. However, we are so far down from where we should be, I think it's going to come back and we're going to have a really good rally, like you have just said, 15, maybe 20%, which would be really good considering you're going to get dividends and you're in a very stable stock. So we can stop the losses and make a 15, 20%. Just have to wait 6 months. I think that's doable. What do you think of that? Sell virtually everything and go 90% on Coca-Cola. It's the most stable, one of the most stable companies you can own. So it's a dividend king, and have an insane amount of Coca-Cola. And I've got a portfolio now. What do you think of this? I'm seriously considering it. I've got $51,000. My all-time high was 58. So we're like $7,000 off the all-time high, which is not that bad when you consider how bad Virgin Galactic is and how much Tesla's gone down. It's actually not that bad. My portfolio is quite resilient. It's very resilient, in fact. I beat Warren Buffett most days. So it's okay. 58 was my all-time high, down to 51 or thereabouts. I could have $50,000 worth of Coca-Cola. Can you imagine? That would be a serious position, right? Just go 90% Coca-Cola. All those dividend payments, you're going to get probably near $1,000. I don't know what that. I'd have to work that out actually. What that would be. Let me just do a quick calculation. Let me do a quick calculation here a minute. If I go to my calculator, so $50,000 divided by 57, I could buy 877 shares of Coca-Cola times 47 cents. There you go, $412 straight off on the next quarter. $412. So I'd make $412 plus, what do we say? $50,000 divided by 56 or thereabouts, 892. So $50,000. Well, we know if we go plus 10%, it's $5,000. I'm just thinking 5,000. So basically, if we think about it just for a moment, my portfolio, which is at 50,800 now, if I went all in on Coca-Cola, 90%, virtually the whole lot, you'd have $400 on the next quarter, 460, whatever it was, and $5,000 by the end of the year. I would imagine 10% from here by the end of the year, doable. So $5,500. Not down. No, stay safe, stable, not down. And by the end of the year, my portfolio would be 51 now plus 5, 56, 50, 57 grand. It would be a nearly all-time high again. without really any stress or risk. The only trouble is you're not going to have any explosive like Virgin Galactic going up 30, 40, 50, 100%. None of that. You're not going to make that sort of money. You're only going to make 10%. What do you think? Stupid idea? What do you think about that? It's just hard to see my whole life savings of my 401k go down the tubes. Tell me about it. I'm okay. It's frustrating that space has dropped so hard and fast these past few months on all these successful flights. I don't care much, to be honest. I'm here for the long term. Hello, guys. Seems like another red day. Here he is, Superstar Sensei. It's cash in the attic. It's cash in the attic. Crypto in the attic on Sunday nights. Sunday night BBC, cash in the attic. Oh, brilliant. Sounds more the Biden regime has just escalated things. Vlad is no pushover, and they have weapons of mass destruction. Is no pushover, and they have weapons of mass destruction, says... Yeah. Hey, Sensei, says Crag. If you have none to talk about, can you look at ASML Holdings, Niels? Yes, I will. ASML. I'll have a quick look for you. ASML. I've got to end the show right on the bell today because I've got a premiere coming out. ASML. Engage in development, production, marketing, sales, upgrading and service of advanced semiconductor equipment systems. It includes lithography, metrology, and inspection systems. Semiconductors, as you know, I prefer an ETF because you just don't know how to pick them. It's hard to say. There you go. That's where we are. We're up 1,000% over maximum time. It's been around since... when's inception? 1994. Got a bit of history. Dropped off recently, but then you got to be aware. I'm sure you are aware that the Chinese aren't sending in raw materials. Nothing's been sold on the market for a while, so we're running out of basic materials. I'm sure that will start again. It's a bit of retaliation, like it always is, but yeah, these things come and go. So there you go. I'm not sure what to say about this one, Niels. I wouldn't be buying an individual stock like this. I prefer an ETF. You just don't know which one to go for, do you? Anyway, there's just I just brought it up on the screen. It wasn't a back test or anything, right? Good afternoon, everyone. Honestly, feeling a bit today. Tired of all the background noise from the bloody government. If it's not for the Fed messing us around, it's a possible government shutdown. I know, Mark. I have to say, this, since I've come to the US, this constant threat of children, I'm not going to give you any money. You can't run the government. Honestly, I find it extremely distasteful, disrespectful to the American public. I'm completely biased. I can't vote. I'm just a green card holder. But I cannot believe America keeps playing these games with itself and threatening to shut the government down. That has never happened in England. It doesn't happen. You have a budget, you get on with it, and that's it. There's not much to say. They set budgets and they spend the money they got, and then they increase the budget or they scrap it. Like, for example, the HS2. Oh, we're now going to throw all our money away. There's never a moment when they say, we can't pay the government, we can't pay the army, we can't pay the nurses, we can't pay anybody, we're just going to shut the government down and threaten everybody. And I find it really bewildering to me that the United States allows this to happen. And it's like children in a playground threatening each other. We're doing this unless you give me. It's the most embarrassing thing. I think it's a disgrace. I think it's a disgrace. It puts pressure on people's lives. It puts pressure on the market. I actually think, from what I've learned about it, that it's just a game they play to flex their muscles, to get deals done that wouldn't normally get done. Things passed that shouldn't get passed. I think it's criminal. To be honest with you, I don't think a government should behave in such a way. If you run out of money, you run out of money. You scrap the project and move on. You don't say, we're going to shut the government down. I mean, and we're not going to pay anyone. And no, it's ridiculous. I mean, how ridiculous is that? I've never heard anything like it. What do you think about that? I think it's really bad. It's my biggest position, says Niels. It's your biggest position, is it? Okay, congratulations to you. Martyn, can you compare the XBI Biotech ETF with Space on the 1 year? We haven't got time now, Tio. We'll do it tomorrow. XBI Biotech ETF chart with Space on the 1 year view. Sensei can probably see similarities. To mark the point about liquidity, in that sense, they are similar, even though different businesses. We can do it tomorrow. We're literally running out of time. I've got to end right on the bell because I've got a premiere coming out just after the bell. What about Pepsi? Aren't they? Yes. Coca-Cola, Pepsi, the same thing. It's not the same, but you choose one or the other, or you have a bit of both. I see the benefits. It's like Zoo and Spy. It's virtually identical, really, isn't it? Just bought back a few Space shares. I realize it's a big risk, but even if it goes to zero, I can still put the heating on and food on the table. That's a very important tactic in the casino market. Yeah, but aren't you just tired of keep losing money, though? Aren't we all tired of losing money? Seth Houston. Hello, Seth. Afternoon. Welcome to the show. The 20-year analysis 12-month price forecast for Coca-Cola have a medium target of 70. 70. With a high estimate of 76. Yeah, I know. And a low estimate of 63. Medium estimates represent a 21% increase. I know. I'm seriously considering selling everything to buy Coca-Cola. I'm seriously. Chris doesn't like Biden. He doesn't like the president. Honestly, Martyn, I think if you were just in Coke, you'd get bored. Hey, listen. I just want to make money. I just want to make money on the stock market. But my priority, as you know, is to you guys. I honestly believe it would not be very entertaining if I wasn't in and out of stocks, trading, buying things, posting what I'm buying, every day. What's going on? Nothing. I've just bought Coke. What's happening now? Nothing. I'm going to just wait for 5 years. Can you just watch every day while I look at my screen, stare at it? I can't imagine I can't imagine the channel doing very well. Due to the uncertainty of the market, I would rather hold defensive shares whilst earning dividends. Well, Alex, Coca-Cola is a dividend king and it's oversold. That's the point. That's exactly my point. Anyway, thanks for looking, Martyn. Just a brief look. I'm sorry, I'll look at it more. Curious what you thought about it. Best balance sheet of all semiconductors, hence why. Niels, I will take a look. If you've got the link to the financial page, the balance sheet, send it to me and I'll have a look. The only thing is, I'm not looking for any more positions. I'm looking to trim my positions, if anything. And as I say, I'd buy an ETF, but I'm more than happy. You're one of my members. More than happy to take a deeper look, of course. What's the dividend now on Coca-Cola? The dividend now on Coca-Cola, remember, always gets paid out. That's important. And always gets increased over 65 years. That's what's most important. It is 3.13. So not the best dividend in the world, but a good dividend nevertheless, and reliable dividend, and increases. It's 47 cents, I believe, on the next payout. And as you can see, it's right there. I can't believe it. It's right in front of me. There you go. It's right there. 46 cents. There you go. Right in front of me. I was going like, I was guessing, and it's right there. So anyway, there you go. I can't believe it was right there. Anyway. Hey everyone. Yep, totally agree with agree about the children running the country and playing games, threatening to shut the government down. Also a green card holder and been here 18 years in October. Mark, I was considering getting my citizenship now, only because, I mean, I'll still be a British citizen. Nothing changes. I'm still an Englishman. I'm still from Cornwall. Nothing changes. It's just that I got my green card in I don't know, a few more years. I'll have to renew it, pay for all of that. Whereas if I get citizenship, I haven't got to do it anymore. It saves money in the long term. In the long term, it saves money. You've just got to do it once and then you can forget about it, right? So you've never done it in 18 years. You've never done it. You thought, sod it. Do you just keep renewing your green card all the time? All my profit from Tesla swallowed up by Virgin Galactic. Yeah, I know what you feel like. Could have scalped space today. Yes, Seth. But I was expecting it to go lower. If you are losing in Coca-Cola, why not switch your Coca-Cola to Pepsi? Well, I think Coca-Cola is my favorite. Look, Coca-Cola or Pepsi, same. What do you drink? What do you like? I like Coca-Cola. Leah likes Coke. I have Coke. I have Coke Zero. She has Diet Coke. It's a solid company. It doesn't make a difference. Anyway, Seth, wish I did now, said Seth. It didn't go low enough, though, in my opinion. I mean, look, it was down 4%. Yeah, I mean, it barely made a couple of percent. I mean, yes, I have been doing that for a couple of percent, but knowing it's about to go lower, why would you really? It's too risky, I think, anyway. I don't see much point. Okay, 1 minute to go. We've got to close the show. Right on the button. Here we go. 1 minute to go. And now then, I've got evidence to show you that Rumble isn't as good as you think it is, and a bit corrupt with the way it shares its numbers, its viewers. Here is my live premiere. It's posted to the top, straight after the bell. Literally, this video will take you right there. I hope you'll join me for a premiere. We can chat in the premiere about it. Here it is. Whoops, a daisy. Yeah, there it is. Proof at Rumble with Russell Brandler. Proof that it actually isn't as honest as you might think it is, and I prove it live on the show. All right. Anyway, let's ring the Sensei bell. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The bell has gone and we're going up in the after hours. Let's see if we can turn the studio green. Let's have a quick look at what's moving. We've got Virgin Galactic is up in the after hours, 0.3. Okay. Palantir up. How much more have I got to go? 14% to make any money. Gold is still down. The S&P is going up. I'm up 7% on that one share. I bought another one. I'm up 0.25%. I've got 2 shares now, the S&P. Amazon also up. Apple up. NEE coming up. I've got, how much have I got to go? 7.7% to go. N-Phase. We've got 3% to go to make some money. Coca-Cola is up 0.02 in the after hours. I'm just down. I'm down nearly 4% on it. Been adding more and more and more all the time. What do you say to that? Anyway, J&J rising up now. Kenvue up now. CVX. Want to get out of this one. Gabia N, thank you for your subscription. 4% to go and make some money. Tesla going back up again, but get ready for another drop. I'm sure that's going to come. Rivian, McDonald's, a good buy on McDonald's, definitely. People will say it's really expensive. It is expensive, but it's worth it. Plus growth is higher than Pepsi, worth a buy. Chris Pickering, thanks for letting me know. Drove through your town in Truro. Alex Hunt is here. Hey, how are you, Alex? Very nice. We'll have better days. Yes, we will, Zach8. You're absolutely right. Microsoft, very expensive. Wouldn't buy it at this price. Walmart, up. Tesco, up. Tesco, Alex just drove through Truro right next to Tesco's. Leah loves that shop. She loves Tesco's. Tilray Brands is doing well. We've got Robinhood going back up. IonQ going back up. Few things now going back up. Rocket Lab, 0.7 before I can make any money again. Plug, Procter & Gamble, Rumble. I've got my video in 7 minutes time showing you that it's not quite what you think it is. Faraday, lower and lower and lower and lower, coming up in the after hours, nearly 1%. Rio Tinto, Bitcoin, Matic, they're up. The crypto's up today. There you go. Right, my world premiere starts. This video will take you straight to it. I hope you can join me for it. We've got 2 videos. Oh, Zach, there's your video. There's your video. So right now, upcoming in the next 7 minutes time is proof that Rumble, if you don't say what they like, they take off the homepage. Proved it. I'm live every day on Rumble. I go live up to 10 hours a day on Rumble. This is me on Rumble right now, so I'm talking direct to my Rumblers. How are you doing, guys? And I'm the most honest person on Rumble and YouTube. I even when I make no money, up to 10 hours a day on Rumble for 9 months, made $36 now, and like 10 of that or whatever it was, or 20 of that was from one of my mates as a gift. So there you go. It makes no money for me. It makes no money for the other creators. We heard that Russell Brand left YouTube, even though he's got I think it was it 7 million followers, which I think is disgusting to just dump your followers because he doesn't make any money anymore. Ah, what a shame. I don't make any money, but I'm not leaving anyone. Let's go to Rumble because there I can speak freely, and I can talk to my audience there. I can make money over there. Oh, hang on a minute. The advertisers aren't going to advertise on your channel on Rumble either. Oh, so let's see what happens now. Now he's going to make no money anywhere. What happens then? Anyway, so because I was telling people this morning, how Rumble, and I've spoke to Chris Pavlovsky, the CEO, through X account. The moment I started talking about it, everyone dropped off on my audience. So I was taken off the homepage for the first time. Anyway, I've got a video coming out all about that. I prove it happens live in my show. So there it is. And then straight after that, for Zach's 8, it's print your own meat. Yeah, for Stakeholder Foods prints meat. Yes, there's the video. Check it out. That comes right after this show, straight into Rumble, straight into meat. So there you go. Join me, okay? I've given you the link in the chat. If you want the link, or this video will take you through. Join me on the live. We can continue the conversation about what's going on. I will see you back in the morning. Let's do day trader of the day very, very quickly. Very, very quickly. Make sure that you're up to date. What you do is click the video, under the video like this, and make sure it's live, and then you can click the cogs, just the same on Rumble. Click the cogs, playback speed, go 2 times, and now you can make sure that you're right up to date. And now we can do day trader of the day. I'm down 0.25%, that's all. Hardly anything at all. Due to me moving things around, I've protected my portfolio. Would have been down a lot more if I hadn't sold and moved things around. Despite selling Rumble at an $80 loss, I just got out of it, threw it away. I thought, forget it, not interested anymore. I'm kind of glad I did. Anyway, I'm out of it. Here we go. So I'm down point. Thanks, Ed. Afternoon all. Hope everyone made bank today. Ed, that lost bank. Yeah, no one's made any money. All right, let's blow the horn. And Jojo S is up 0.65. We've run out of time. We got to go. I'm going to give it to Jojo S. Time's up. Thank you for your honest trades, Jojo S. Brilliant stuff. There's no point rolling any credits. We didn't get any new members or any super chats. I'm going to let you go straight away. So we're going to come out of here, go into here, and you've got the link. Hopefully you'll join me for the premiere of proof that Rumble manipulates the figures and the way you can be seen. I showed you it working. All right, and we also discuss whether Russell Brand will continue on. He stopped on YouTube because they don't pay him any money. He said it was because, you know, his audience can't find him and he can't be free speech. Well, that's not true at all. His channel is fine. He just doesn't earn any money because sponsors don't want to put ads on his channel. That's all. Now he's gone to Rumble, and Rumble is saying the same thing. They're not going to pay the ads either. So then what does he do? We discussed that in this next video. All right, that's it from me, Jojo S. YouTube still running ads on Russell Brand's channel, but just not giving him the revenue, but rather keeping it for themselves. Innocent until proven guilty. Truly has gone down the toilet. I agree. So he's not getting the money though, is he? Yeah, they'll still make money, but he's not getting paid. The sponsors are not rewarding Russell Brand. I do think it's bad that they make that judgment before the conviction, but that's how it works. Tough world. Thanks, said Niels. Up 1.3. Great, Jojo. Congratulations. You did a good job. That's it. Night, guys. Take care. All right, then. I'll see you back on the world premiere in a second. Do join me for that. Niels, congratulations to you. Sorry it was a bit rushed. Well done indeed. I gave it to Jojo because I thought we were running out of time. Anyway, thank you ever so much. Ed, it's lovely to see you on the show. Lewis Martin, nice of you to pop in. Nice to see you. Take care, everyone, said Ed Nevius. Right, that's it from me. I'll see you on the world premiere. See you back in the morning. Have a wonderful evening. And as always, take care of your money, yourselves, your crypto. Most importantly, take care of each other. Bye-bye. For now, Art of Calm Music 3.49. Just a little bit late. Bye-bye.